Good evening, everyone. Hope you're having a nice, relaxing evening. I'm just getting my ducks in a row, so I guess I could show you what I got going on anyway. Thank you, Nana. I appreciate that. I'm right now actually looking at the Leo triplet, and I don't expect I'm going to get an amazing image, but I'm hoping that I get something. We shall see. Thank you very much. Welcome in. Hope everybody is having a good night. I'm finally getting a clear night, so I'm kind of excited. I do need to go find my phone, so give me just a second and you can just continue enjoying the lovely view. Can you guys hear a fan playing and running in the background? If so, I can turn it down if it's annoying. It just got a bit warm in here. Welcome in, Robert. It got warm in here, so I had to kind of shut it down a little bit. Cool it down. Okay, good. It's a small fan, so I was hoping it would be enough to keep me on the not so hot and not be too annoying and noisy. So, winner, winner. Happy to hear that. All right. So if you've been here before on the live streams, you're used to seeing pretty much a full image of something going on here. And tonight I'm doing something a little different. I'm doing a mosaic. And the way it works is I just literally pointed it at an area and then it has it somewhat slanted. But it's taking a rather large image of everything. So it's pretty cool. It's a fun setup. I have not done any lengthy mosaics, and this is definitely not going to be a lengthy one. But I figured what the heck, I'd do it anyways. I'm sure Gator will probably roll back through. I know Nicholas will probably roll back through. I just can't believe it's finally a clear night. It's been junk for days. Absolute junk for days. So this is kind of a welcome relief to be able to go outside. And the air smells good too. It's been really rainy, really stormy. So the wind blew a lot of that junk out. And that's always a nice thing. I put the telescope on the little bit taller. I put it on the taller tripod, but I didn't extend the legs. So it's a little taller, but not a lot taller. There were just an awful lot of kitty cats outside this evening, so I just didn't want to risk it tonight. So I do expect some cat sightings. If Aquadonkey comes in, then I'm sure we'll have some alien sightings. And yeah. Yeah, that'll happen. I mean, and where it's a mosaic, what it's doing is it's just taking a shot of an area, and then it'll move, and then it'll take a shot of an area. And so that's why it has kind of a jagged edge anyways. It's definitely a beautiful area of the sky. I might be shooting it a little too close to the full moon. That was what I was going to check out. I knew there was something I needed to look up. I just couldn't remember what it was. Yeah, the moon will be up at 12:42. So I have decent skies up till that point. Or a little before that, really. Scorpio Mama, how are you, dear? One of these nights I'll have to look at something in Scorpio, I guess. We're looking in Leo right now. Just for fun. I believe it's going to show up tomorrow, Scorpio Mama. Oh, I gotta show you guys this new cup that Ed got me. It's awesome. Dun, dun, dun. Is that not a cool coffee cup? So we started looking at those cups, and he decided to order me this cup because I said I really liked it, and it was also pretty limited edition. It's a nice heavy cup. I cannot help myself. Oh goody. I can't wait. I can't wait. You always surprise me, Scorpio Mama. That's okay. Yeah, Ed's on the other end of the house just relaxing. I'm in here watching all of the cameras all over the place and making sure that I don't have any random neighbors wandering around or crazy cats checking out the scope. I'm the same way, Scorpio Mama. I have a tendency to get a craft in my head and I want to make it right now. So, It doesn't happen a lot of times, but if I'm gonna get a craft in my head and I actually go out and get the stuff, I'll hustle and do it. Oh, fun. Do you usually just set up a booth or share a booth with somebody when you do those? I'm sure. I know a couple of people out here that do some craft fairs and whatnot, and I've been offered, and I'm just like, yeah, I don't have that kind of. I don't have the ambition to get all the stuff done that I'd like to get done, and my eyes and my fingers don't do what I want them to do oftentimes, so. Yeah, exactly. You can't outguess what the trend might be. So you kind of have to do a hustle on it when it comes right down to it. Yeah. Welcome in, Mariah. Just having a poke at the sky. There you go, Scorpio Mama. That's a good idea. Cater to the kids that'll beg for the moms. That's usually effective anyway. Yeah. There you go. That'd work. That would definitely work. Tomorrow is Monday. Is that a good thing for you, Mariah, or you just... You do love Monday? I don't love Monday. I never could get into Monday. Even when my Monday was my Friday, or when Monday was my Friday, I still couldn't even get into Monday. I don't know why. Usually if something weird's gonna happen, it often happens to me on a Monday. Bobby, welcome in. Good to see you, dear. Welcome in, James. I don't know. I don't know if my spouse went and got the mail today. He said he was going to. Ed, did you get the mail? He said he was going to go to the mail. Time is precious. Did we get anything from James? You betcha, Bobby. I'm actually digging on this mosaic. Did not see anything yet? Okay, we'll keep eyes out on it. James, you said you got a little bit late start anyways, didn't you? And sometimes our mail's quick and sometimes it's painful, so... Yeah. Aw, congratulations, Bobby. I'm excited for me too, Scorpio. I'm gonna actually have to go stock my mailbox now. Between stickers from James and something from Scorpio Mama and, you know, stuff. Be the mailbox stalker. It'll be fun. Little critters. Cool. I'm stoked. It's fun stuff. It's always fun stuff. I actually made a video of the box opening of this, and it was mildly comical. It's gonna be a short, but I need the peace and quiet to make it into a short. And sometimes that just doesn't happen. I'll get it all but done, and then I'll get frustrated, and then I'll pitch it. So that's already happened once. So I'm sure she's probably got my whole side of the bed just taken over. I'll box her for it later. She'll probably get tired of being on the bed and go crash on the couch anyway. She does that sometimes. Amen to that, Scorpio. So anybody seeing anything crazy in the stars here? It's usually Gator who can pick something wild out. We're just looking at a grouping of galaxies, which is kind of fun. So James, did you have fun on your vacation or what? I would hope so. Yeah, well, in this one, Dimmy, he could get away with seeing space because we are just kind of looking off into space without being too specific. And you can't quite see what I'm seeing because basically on the bottom of the screen, it's chopping off a pretty fair chunk of the screen. There is a reason for it, but the mosaic where there is some image there is very blurry. So where did you go again, James? I forgot. I think you told me, but I honestly can't remember. Nicholas, welcome back. We're looking at the Leo triplet. Oh, nice. Yeah, it's been a minute since I've been to Arizona. I'm initially from Utah, so Arizona wasn't that far away. And technically, we were supposed to go to Arizona last summer, but stuff happened. Nice. Glacial Gold Hunter. Right on. Not entirely new, Nicholas. It's just one I decided to put on instead of the short one. I had a lot of neighborhood cats scoping out the area earlier, so I figured it'd be a little bit safer to put it on a taller tripod. It's the one I usually would put it on for polar alignment, but I didn't go that far. I went set it up and stick it, turn it on. Stick it in the yard, turn it on. I just didn't extend the legs all the way, so it looks kind of weird. In fact, I didn't extend them at all. Yeah, it is a little bit windy, so I'm not surprised that we're getting some stack failures. I think that little tripod would be better in that aspect, because that little sucker is stiff, but I was more concerned with cat trauma tonight. Yeah. In it's because of the way the camera is mounted on the side of my house and the angle at which the tripod is sitting. Yes, it looks very funky to me too. It was making me slightly neurotic when I first looked at it. It's like, oh dang. Yeah, it's messed up angle tricks. The little one doesn't show that nearly as much. Very much an optical illusion though. It's level. Yeah, it's at a very crazy angle. If you saw it from a good distance, it would make perfect sense, but where I have it zoomed up, yeah, it definitely messes up the the reality of it all. But in whole, it's still only like 3 feet tall right there. Because again, I said I've got the scope itself is maybe 10 or 12 inches tall, and then the mount that it's sitting on is not extended. Thanks to everyone who came in for the Gatorade. That was amusing. I'm definitely going to want to take a peek at Jupiter at some point in time. That thing's still totally rocking the sky. Not sure if I posted my last couple of pictures that I put. I might have. Guess I could look, huh? That's how I miss stuff. Oh no, I didn't post my very last couple of pictures. Took a couple of pictures that were... Actually, I took one picture and I took one screenshot. And the screenshot pretty much explained the picture. So the screenshot was from Google Sky Map. And the picture was just Orion looking amazing. Okay. We will be working on a 1,000 subscriber giveaway because we finally got here. The idea was we would have an idea before we got here, and well, whoops, we got here. So here we are. So hooray, team. I don't know what we got in mind yet, but we'll come up with something. We'll do some stuff. We'll do something fun anyway. I was almost seriously considering going out and doing a sun stream earlier today, and then all the little young people started running around in the neighborhood, and they don't have a lot of respect, so I kind of fear my gear in that kind of stuff. We might have to do something elsewhere at some point and do a sun stream, because the sun's cool to watch too. Yeah, it was a shock. Just, it sat and hung for a week and a half, and then boom, just happened. So, I guess it's right place, right time. Win a few, lose a few. Sometimes you get some, sometimes you can't grab a sub to save your butt. But persistence. Persistence and being mildly annoying everywhere you go. Like go to the cave and pick on Rich. Go follow Bobby around. Go follow Scorpio Mama around. Go follow James around. Just, you know, be a random stalker. Okay, I'm not really a stalker. I'm pretty tame for the most part. I just stalk the sky. Welcome in, Gator. You are looking at space. It's probably the only time I'll let you get away with it. But we're looking at the Leo triplet, if you want to know particularly a little more about it. It is the Leo triplet. Give me just a second. I'm gonna go smoke a quick cigarette and I will be back. I gotta get some coffee too, so hang tight. You won't miss nothing. Tell him. You tell him, Xena. Beware of barking dog. I forgot to get some coffee. Come here, Xena. Come here. Come here, say hi. Come here. Come here. Say hi. Say hi to everybody. Oh, sit down. Ugh. It's a Xena girl. It's a Xena girl. Bye. All right. I'll be right back. Go, go. Go to bed. Go to bed. I got nothing for you. No, I got nothing for you. Go to bed, little dog. Oh my goodness. It's like I have an island breeze going on here. She's so spoiled. So spoiled. Yeah, she decided to come out because Ed came out when I went out for a smoke. So as much as he was trying to fall asleep, he wasn't quite able to fall asleep just yet. This image is looking pretty cool. I'm impressed with what I'm getting. Yep, she's gonna chow down for a little bit now. Ah, the magical pencil hair tie. Yes, we love those. You're just gonna eat some dog foods? Yep, she can munch on some dog food for a while. Yeah, she might need more food. She'll let me know if she's still hungry. She might just have a snack and then boogie on down there, and that'll be fine too. She does whatever she wants to most of the time anyway. I don't care. That sounds like a train out there. Must be a train. Pretty cool stuffs. Had to do a minor fan adjustment. It's kind of bugging me. Where you at, Gator? Where you at, Gator? Quiz time. Can you name any of the things on the screen? Any of them? Space is not the answer. Turkey. Okay, I'll give you a hint. One of them's our closest neighbor. If you know, you know. Couple comments. Washing machine? No. Nope. Nope, the washing machine's out of there. The Rosetta's not in that either. That's not in that bunch. Whirlpool is not in that bunch. Thanks, LG. You have a good night. Hope you had a good din-din. Take any guesses at what we've got on the screen right now, LG? Comet Lemon is one, yes. Okay, right in between the two comets is one that I want to get, and Sweet should know kind of which one it is, only because she helped me look up when I can look it up, or look for it again. So the second image in is one that I definitely want to get a redo on. And it's one that Gator should certainly remember because it's the Eagle Nebula. So that's the only one I'm going to give you the for sures on. The Orion Nebula is the turkey, that is correct. Okay. The extremely bright one down at the bottom is the Andromeda Galaxy. The one that looks like a veil is the Veil Nebula. And then we've got Bode's Galaxy, which is bottom left. And I'm just going to keep the quiz handy for another time. Now do we remember what we were looking at before? Since I threw y'all a sideways curveball. Because it was fun. And man, was I ever mad that I did not get to see that eclipse the other night. I really wanted to. I was telling Sweet a story about a show that I watched, and literally their code for "is it a good night to go out" was, I might do that. I might have to do that. I'm pretty sure that every one of those images has been posted up on my community wall at some point. So it's one of those harder to remember things. And I agree. It's like the words will stick in my brain if I see them with the thing. That made so much sense. I'm so technical sometimes. I might just very well have blue screened right then. Just me, not the computer, just me. Yeah, I was really bummed I missed that eclipse. I wanted to see that one. 3 more years till the next one. if I'm not mistaken. Or 2.5 at least. It's quite a few. I think it's 3. I'd have to look. It'll be a while. Wonder when the next solar eclipse will be that I might have the possibility of sneaking up on. That's probably a ways out too. There are potentially some comets available this month, so I might have to check into poking some more comets and seeing what we can see of those. Because those are definitely fun to look at. Alright, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this mosaic. Yeah, I want to do some comet hunting. I'm going to grab this mosaic. And bail out. Gosh, I know, no cats, I've seen it all. I haven't went out there. I've been looking at my outdoor cams and I haven't seen any either. Let's see. Do. Round and round, what comes around goes around. I'll tell you why I... Okay, that was pretty bad. I should have just air guitared that. But it's all good. Cool. Roman just went live too. Oh boy, here we go. Boing. Alright, what do we got? We have Europa to the left. We have Io to the right and Callisto further to the right. And Ganymede is behind the planet. So we know. I do enjoy watching those moons, I'll tell you what. Still starving? Do you want some more food? Want some more food? Okay. Let me give this creature some more food. Some of these nebulas in this grouping are awesome. There's your whirlpool, followed by the Crab Nebula. There's your whirlpool, followed by the Crab Nebula. Cat number 1, cat number 2. Sorry you missed him. I caught him on this end though. I know, I had him on the other screen, so you got cheated. But it was literally back to back 2 cats. They're still around. I could widen the view some. Let me do that. That'll be fun. There it is. Oh, and it is curious. Welcome in, Kendall. That cat is curious. Okay, tell me you guys can't see those cats. How you doing tonight, Kendall? That was still funny, though. The cats around here are insane. Just want to mention that. Welcome back, Gator. Give our sweet Susanna our love. I'm doing well, Kendall. It finally decided to be clear. Now tomorrow it's going to be a nice-ish day. Tuesday we might be looking to find a tornado shelter for myself for the day. So I guess we'll find out. It's going to be a wild Tuesday, that's all I know. I'm not exactly looking forward to it, but it's don't be scared, it's be prepared. Susanna's wonderful. She really is. Kendall, I would never know that, obviously. Teehee. Susanna's a sweetheart, though. I get a kick out of her short videos. I definitely enjoy going into the lives. Chit-chatting with her, chit-chatting with you. It's a relaxing stream over there. And it looks like the other star of the show wants to get in here. Come here, you. Come here, you. Come on. Sit down. Oof. Could you sit down? Thank you. Toddler dog. You're a toddler dog. You're a toddler. Yes, you're a toddler. You're a toddler. Yes, you are. Scram. She's a wacky dog. Go to bed. You go to bed. Go to bed. I don't know if she will. We'll see. Oh my goodness. Rawr. I know, she's so tough. She's so tough. Oh, stop. You stop. You stop. No. No. You go to bed. Go to bed. Go in and snuggle with Dad. She's such a goony dog. You're a goony. No. No. I don't want her to. I want her to behave herself. It's 50-50. She might not. I half expect the second one. Yeah. She's a wild, wild one. This dog. Funny creatures. I do have my fingers crossed that she doesn't just let out a whoop. Because, you know, she can be kind of loud. And highly unruly. No. Go to bed. Go to bed. It's past your bedtime. Don't be like that. It's not my fault. Come here, tell me the story. Tell me your sad story. Tell me your sad story. Come halfway up, not all the way up. Come here. Give me a kiss. Give me a kiss. Come here. Come here. Oh my god. This one has like a lack of cool right now though, unfortunately. Alright, I'll be right back. Apparently she has an agenda and I'm not getting out of it. And I was correct. The dog feels much better now. Just had to be. Look at that. We had a moon sneak out. Ganymede's cruising. Might as well time lapse a little bit of this, I guess. Just for fun. So for reference, far left we have Europa. Next up is Ganymede. Next up is Jupiter. Next up is Io. Next up is Callisto. Callisto being to the far right. And that screen is blinding. Get out of there. Xena, get out of there. Go to bed, silly dog. What are you doing? Get out of that backpack. You don't own anything in there, so get out of it. So Xena has taken on putting her toys in Ed's backpack. It drives him nuts, and she does it all the time. If his backpack is open, she puts a toy in it. That is correct. So Europa, far left, Ganymede to its right, Jupiter to its right, down low is Io, and far right is Callisto. Welcome in, Susanna. Good to see you tonight. Hope you are well. Looking at my favorite planet, Jupiter, because it's just super cool to look at anyway. I just can't get it any clearer. We got a little bit of wind, so it's just going to be a little funky. I'll just take it bright and beautiful. I got to adjust that time-lapse speed. Where the heck is that at? Probably so much simpler than I think it is. I don't know. Welcome in, Tomcat Josh. How are you tonight? Just kind of poking the sky tonight. Not really anything in specific that I intended to look for besides space. Some nights I have an agenda, others not so much so. But of course Jupiter caught my eye, so... Not like it has any difficulty doing that. I'm doing good because it finally cleared up for me. Only 2 cats so far tonight. Well, only 2 that I got to see. Nobody else got to see them. Well, they probably saw him after I saw him, but yeah. It's a crazy kind of cat night. Ed's gonna be traveling tomorrow. I'm not sure what time. He said he was gonna head out of here about 6 or 6:30, something like that, so... I finally got the dog to settle down and go to bed. So yeah, it's not all bad. And to be honest, the only reason the telescope is on the taller mount tonight is because of the cats. The last time I had the scope out, everybody thought they saw a dog, which turned out to be an absolutely huge cat from the neighborhood. But it was mildly convincing to being a dog until I watched it a bunch of times. And you can feel, you can tell the shape of a cat. It's just a very big cat. And there's a few of them around here, so it wasn't a big shocker. Luckily, I don't have a bunch of people driving through. That's the usual questionable alien views that we occasionally catch. Okay, so I'm going to jump into Deep Sky Stack here from a little bit earlier and hope that it's not a lengthy one. And since it knows it's a mosaic stack, as long as I don't see any weird looking tracers through here, I'll keep them all. Whee! Alright, this could be interesting. It might take a minute. It might take 24 minutes. So we can watch paint dry, or we can watch a slideshow. Let's watch a slideshow. And then we'll bring it back over when it's a little bit more interesting. But it tends to be very anti-interesting as it's stacking because it looks literally like the same thing over and over again. So I'll spare you the paint drying bit. And then I'll just have to let you know if there happens to be any cats or aliens. And I could lie. You never know. Maybe I'll see an alien cat. The cats around here act like freaking aliens anyway. They're lunatics. It's crazy. They go and start fights with Xena, which really isn't the smartest thing to do because she don't like cats anyway. So, Gator, don't be horribly surprised if you end up seeing Ed sometime in the near future. Because he's working some weird shifts and isn't going to be terribly far away from you. Do 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 do. There's your Whirlpool Galaxy. There's the Crab Nebula. Which doesn't look much like a crab. There's the Rosette. The Moon. And Blood Moon from last year. The Eagle Nebula with the Pillars of Creation. Comet Lemon. Comet Swan. Yeah, it does, doesn't it, Demi? We have Bodhi's Galaxy. Triangulum Galaxy. The Veil Nebula. The Gator Wizard Nebula. Okay, it's not the Gator Wizard, but it might as well be the Gator Wizard. The Pelican Nebula. The Pleiades. No, I don't have a cheat sheet. Luna, once again. I should have a cheat sheet sometimes. Some garbage when we were playing around one night. I think we were looking at Swan. And Andromeda, so bright and gorgeous. Still got Jeopardy tunes in the background. Another one of Bodhi's Galaxy. Gator's Turkey, also known as the Orion Nebula, or M42. I think this is Sirius that we've got in this particular one. I could be wrong. And then we've got Saturn. Jupiter with all 4 of the moons visible. Yes, Demi, Sirius. And yeah, Gator, we'll definitely... He'd be about a roughly 2-hour drive from you, but he's down. And he'll have like a couple of weeks to work out better or whatever. Because he'll probably end up sticking around on a weekend or something. Probably more than one weekend. It's a lengthy job. They've got a lot to do. So. They'll get it done. That blood moon looks like one of those blood grapefruits cut open. One of those pink grapefruits cut open. Still chugging along, 75%. Woo woo! Got about 5 minutes on this. 5 or so. Something like that. It says 5, but you know, it's closer to 5.5. That's probably what it said anyway. Oh, Gator, you should be getting a package on, I think, Tuesday. From Amazon. Alright, I will be back in about 5 minutes. I'll just let it continue doing the thing. Alright, sweet. See you in a minute. Dun, 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 dun. Look at that. My timing was amazingly good. I watched it turn to 100%. So let's see what we got. Mini drum roll here. Oh, that's interesting. So basically, what I'm going for here is this little grouping here, this little grouping here, and this little grouping here. Those were kind of my primaries there. Let's see what kind of magic wand fun we can do here. Oh man. Still turned out pretty cool. Incomplete mosaic or not. But those tiny little galaxies are pretty amazing. I just wanted to play with a mosaic. I think I'm gonna have to literally just throw a bunch of hours at something and go from there. I'm curious. I just stepped out and got a really, really nice view of Ursa Major and thought, why not? I'll go find something over there. I don't think I've ever looked at this one. That's kind of wild looking. Yeah, let's look at this for fun. Any alien sightings by anyone? Cat sightings? Oh, well, cat sightings would have been out, but Any alien sightings? I'm just asking for a friend. Ants are kind of alien anyway. They're certainly interesting. Oh, I can already see some light formation going on already. Right here in the middle. See that already starting to fill in a little bit? That's cool. Gator needs glasses and a 32-inch monitor. Maybe two of them. I don't know. I kind of like having two. It makes doing stuff like this a whole heck of a lot easier. I don't have to look around quite as much. Exactly. We seriously needed to get an upgraded computer before we could even do this kind of stream. There was no way on the old system we had. It was pretty beat. This one does the job and does so pretty quietly, so I'm pretty happy with that. I seen it. That's starting to come in kind of cool. Not sure how patient I am to wait for it, but I'm definitely interested in looking at it. Because I'm funny like that. Yeah, it's cool how they come in. I get a kick out of looking at their image of it. And of course, that's not, it's going to come in at a sideways angle right now. Location, location, location. But it's definitely cool. It's in a good spot to work with, so it's certainly a good option. So, Demi, I'm curious, what did you put in place of your coffee? Because I don't know that I could put anything in place of my coffee. Black tea, maybe, but that kind of defeats the purpose, I guess. I guess you could do sweet tea. Mm. Oof. And how are your headaches doing? Because I know that's a thing. I know for sure that's a thing. That first cup of coffee is going to give you a hell of a jolt. That's all I can say. Oh, there went a cat. There you go. That's quite a reward. Still a bit of a wait. Hey, Tico, welcome in. I'm good. Finally got a clear night. It was trying to think about being clear last night, and then it just was too late for me to stay up. Right now we are looking at, I see 2574. It is in Ursa Major. Coddington's Nebula. Quite seriously, random target picked. Because why not? Because I hadn't looked at it before. And that happens quite often. And if I like it, I'll come back to it. So far, it's pretty neat looking. How are you doing tonight, Tico? Have a good week. That's what I'm saying. It's all about, what's out there? Let's see how that looks today. If it looks good, great. If it looks crappy, well, maybe we'll try it again later and see if we change our mind. And not every night is perfect. I went out a little bit ago and I actually took a quick snapshot of the Big Dipper, and that's kind of why I decided to come in and look at this, because it was looking pretty clear around that area. But I have a feeling I'm gonna get like some wispy clouds throughout the next little bit of time, so it won't be perfect, but it'll be okay. A stack fail here or there. It is what it is, you know. We'll keep poking. Keep looking for cats and aliens. Hey Cecil, welcome in. Sweet is here, but briefly away, so. That's starting to come in crazy good, I'm gonna have to say. From what we started with, it literally looked like a very small number of those stars, and the nebulous area was not even visible when we started here. So this is probably a good target. It just in general. I'm looking forward to some good dark sky stuff at some point this summer. And hopefully we don't get rained out. I really want to put some time into the Eagle Nebula. And it's one of those things where we would go for that dark sky area, our network is so pathetic. It's just going to be set up the telescope, let it image as much as it can, and then share the spectacular bits of it later. Now, I could potentially roll through a private network Oh, filming the camera? I could tip it, but it's tricky to get the stream to look right. Maybe I'll try it next time. I'll have to set it up. But the application with the telescope acts a little bit weird when it's not in, in horizontal. Yeah, I prefer everything in portrait mode, to be honest. I'm really weird about watching streams on my phone, and particularly if they're the horizontal streams. They drive me nuts. I know a lot of people thought that it was all the rage and everything, and the algorithm definitely feeds to the short feed that way, but it drives me crazy to try and manage the chat in a stream like that. I can't. I've accidentally tried to set streams up and I've canceled them because they were set up that way. I'm like, nope, just nope. Not doing it. But as far as the telescope goes, that it prefers it, and that makes me crazy too. That's why you only get half the screen with the telescope on it. Yeah. I mean, at some point there may come a time where I will just literally put the camera up, set it as, I don't know if I'm not sure if I can do it with this. I imagine I can. I'd have to check. I'd have to check with this application. Because there's hoops I have to go through just to get the telescope up on the screen at all. So I might do some research and check into it. I might end up doing like, it would be essentially what I would end up doing is I'd do a silent live while I'm snoozing and just image one night. And let the tablet just monitor what's going on. And on something like that, I would definitely need to have either chat turned off or my mods on high alert so I can sleep. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. It's a possibility that I may end up throwing some videos out there that are portrait, but as far as the lives go, I'm really not a fan of the portrait lives. I will go to a few of them, but it's certainly not a whole bunch of them. And I can't stand looking at the chat on my phone like that. I really can't. We hit 1,000, Tico! Woo woo! Took a long time, but we hit it. Wasn't like I was doing anything wild to get there. Unless you call this wild. This is wild. Welcome to wild. What do you do at night? I stay up all night and moon people. Snicker, snicker. Yeah. Woo woo. I think the crazy part about it is when I was working my way to the 500 marker, it seemed like it was a whole lot harder to get to 500 than it was to get to 1,000. Like after I broke the 500 marker, it was a lot easier to move up from there. And you sit with nothing for several days when you don't drop anything. You drop something and you may grab a couple more people or you may not. And I've never been hungry enough for grabbing the subs or whatever to worry that much about it. And I'm still not really worried about it. Growth is good. I don't want it to become a job. I want it to become something that entertains me, and if it entertains others along the way, great. It's kind of always the way it's been. No big giant push. Yeah, exactly. And I never expected it to be linear. Our first few, I would have to say like the first 100 was probably legitimately organic. And some of it was because we had perfectly good keywords. We did have some good how-tos. And we had a pretty decent foundation, although some of our early videos are pretty hilarious. Some of our early lives are positively hilarious. But when you get right down to it, like you said, it's the pyramid of things. It has to start somewhere, and it just builds from there. And the more you produce, the more you'll build. So I get it. I understand why my channel has not literally exploded. And it's okay. It's quite okay. But we'll keep having fun in the meantime. Because that's how we do this. That's how we do these things. Holy crap, what was that? My tablet just made some really weird little noise, and I don't know why. And I guess it doesn't matter. It's still doing what it's supposed to do, but it was just kind of weird. I'll look into it. Sounds complicated. I'd probably break it, Tico. Welcome back, sweet. And to recap for Sweet what we're looking at, we are looking at Coddington's Nebula, IC 2574, which started out as pretty much a dark star field and just keeps filling in as it goes along. We're going to get out the crystal ball here. Honestly. Had it right the first time. USBs when you can't figure out how to plug them in. There we go. It's the crystal planetary ball. Cool stuff. Too many toys. Just doing a quick weather check here. Still looking decent out there. Look, Mom, I'm a lava lamp. Okay, this lava lamp's gonna go outside for a minute. And stuff. I'll be right back. I am back. A little bit breezy outside, but it still looks kind of clear. Who's still awake with me here tonight? Where you at, Gator? Dimmy taking a nap? Sweet's probably nearby somewhere. No cats? No, I thought I heard coyotes out there, which might explain why I don't hear any cats. Gotcha. Oh, there you go. Make the good stuff. Well, I'm probably going to run the stream for about another 10 minutes or so. And then go bring it on in. And keep my fingers crossed for another decent night sometime this week. Tuesday's going to be a definitely not happening. And yeah, we'll see what happens in the meantime, but yeah. I don't like it when the weather decides it wants to be bad. But I will definitely have my hackles up and my radio on and all of my stuff charged and the keys right by the door. So yeah, we'll figure it out. Oh, nice. Your puzzles are fun though, Dimmy. The game was fun. I enjoyed playing it. Yeah. I usually have more than my share. More than I really want to have, so. It kind of is what it is, right? It's fun. It's a fun game. I like it. We need to like have a chit chat though, like what I was talking to Gator about, so I can explain it better. Sweet could probably explain it better. Yeah. We'll have a chit chat. We'll all get together and have a chit chat when we have some time. Whee! Are you trying to tell me to go look for a comet? Let me see if there's any available out there. I might have to go see. Definitely. I like that idea a whole lot, sweet. That's a good idea. Nicholas, that's very much encouraged. I'm all about getting silly. I rarely take my own self seriously. Why so serious? I mean, we could go look for Sirius. I suspect it's probably pretty dang visible. Oh, yeah. All right, Mr. Silly just talked me into going and checking out Sirius. 'Cause why not? Mm. Am I just like not spelling it right? I must not be spelling it right. That's all I can say. Oh, yeah, I'm not spelling it right. Helps when you spell things right. You spin me round, round, baby, right round. Why so serious? Why not? Well, there we go. Now that's a pretty. There you go, Demi. There's Sirius. We done got Sirius on you. Sirius is a very beautiful star out there. It's actually a double star, but it's very gorgeous. Let's take a little snappy of it and see what we got. See what kind of cleanup we can do to it, just for fun. Absolutely, they certainly do, Nicholas. Oh, why do I do that? Yep, it's the more engagement. So when you go out to a video you like and you hit the thumbs up, that's engagement. If you hit the thumbs down, that's engagement. If you leave a comment, that's engagement. If you're in a live chat, the more you chat, the more engagement. We go into a chat on the regular on Sundays, and between generally about within a half an hour they have 500 comments on their chat. But it's an extremely friendly chat. It's kind of a bunch of crazy people, and they're awfully fun. But that's the big thing, is the more engagement with any video, any live stream, the more chatter, the better. Ooh, that's kind of crazy cool looking. I'll back it off though. That's super bright. Dang. I mean, to be expected, but wow. Just look at how bright that is. Kind of gives you an idea there, huh, Demi? At just how bright that star truly is. Sometimes just playing with the images is fun. Careful. You're welcome to try anything. I'm game. I mean, to be fair, Nicholas, like literally the whole little crown thing with the number 1, 2, and 3 is just it's just the number of comments and emojis and everything else that pops up into the chat. So that's one gauge of it. So your top fans is kind of your one gauge of it. Another thing that ends up happening is when you're monetized, the super chats will kick you up into that a little bit more. I've discovered that I can pretty much be almost silent in a chat and say something, but if I have more than one device logged into that chat, it kicks up the algorithm too. So, I don't know. There's a lot of various factors that could kind of be thrown into the fray, I guess. Let's see what Jupiter's up to now. We've been away from there for a minute. Do 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 do. Well, those moons have definitely changed locations. And they are certainly looking pretty nifty. Wah! Boing. Sorry about that. I know, that's weird. It's like, why in the heck would they set up a feature? Yeah, I don't get that. I can see where it's useful for channels that have already, you know, moved in a forward fashion to have that ability. Jupiter is looking crazy tonight. The moons are definitely not doing the linear thing that I'm so used to. It's cool. Well, like I was saying before, I'm not beating myself up. I don't want it to be a job. I want it to be fun. When it becomes a job, then I'll probably get irritated and walk away. The moment it becomes a job, then, you know, I quit. Okay, maybe I won't quit, but I'm definitely not. I'm not gonna hype to the point where I literally have to be a slave to the grind to keep it happening. I've seen a lot of people become literally obsessed with the cha-ching part, and then when it happens, it's like it becomes a job. I don't want it to become a grind. I want it to just stay fun. Yeah, I don't know where to see it either, Gator. I've never come across it. I've come across people talking about it, but I don't know if it's, I don't know where the feature is. Oh, that was an alien. Probably a moth, but I'm gonna call it an alien just for fun. Because, you know, we need more than just one alien. Do you think they would really come alone? No, I would have guessed that it would have been a video anyway. No, I mean, realistically, the only way to really honestly hype a live stream is to just have a bunch of people in it. That's gonna just push the algorithm anyway. A bunch of people that are actually talking. Oh, gotcha. Well, I'm glad somebody knows. I'll have to watch for it. Wow, I can't count to 10 minutes, but that's okay. Here we are. 20 minutes later. That's cool. See if I can get this centered back up again. Boing, 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 boing. Man, I must have been under a rock. I don't know about any of these dang features you guys speak of. I'll go back to my rock, but meanwhile I'll come back with some coffee. That's cool. Welcome in, Halo. Good to see you. YouTube takes a cut of everything they can take a cut of. But then so does PayPal, so do all of the other cash apps. They all take something. Halo, Halo, Halo. I have to say, this is definitely the weirdest configuration of the moons I've seen for Jupiter. Live on the 13th? I'll keep an eye out for it, Halo. Your last live was lit. Cheers. I'm telling you. Saturn's moons, I would need a bigger lens. Yeah, I would definitely need more telescope to really get a good look at Saturn's moons. I have picked one up. If I'm not mistaken, I was picking up Titan on one of the images I got, but I couldn't even verify it for that matter. But I've seen a couple of the moons around Saturn with my other scope, and that's definitely cool. I've just been waiting for the for Venus to come up a little earlier, because I really want to get a poke at that one. I haven't seen that one since, oh my gosh, when's the last time I saw Venus? It's been a long time since I have seen Venus through a telescope, and I really want to. And I don't even know what kind of results I'm going to have with this thing. I'm probably just going to go meh, be really upset, but it'll still be cool. Venus is cool. Mars was pretty cool through this. I enjoyed just screwing around with Mars and doing that little short. Jupiter captivates me a lot. I enjoy watching the moons do the moon thing because they're just interesting. Their orbits are so interesting. Get back in there. Get back in there. Dang it. Jupiter's wanting to be a little bit crazy. Yeah, hopefully I can get some shots of Venus in the near future. We won't be seeing Saturn for a while. I would expect to see Mars for a while, just because of how close they are to the sun right now. In orbit, that is. But Venus is on the return. There's definitely some targets that I want to get a good look at as the weather changes, as, you know, as the sky changes. Yeah, so what do we got going on here? So to the left of Jupiter, we have Europa. Next to that, we have Ganymede. We have Jupiter in the middle. We have Callisto sneaking up on the right-hand side of Jupiter, and on the far side is Io. Yeah, it's such a weird pattern for them to be in. I guess it's just the tilt, maybe? The axis that they're on. I mean, I don't think they're all in a very linear... Yeah. Yeah, it does, Nicholas. It really does. And I mean, you gotta figure too, Dimmy, when you think about it, those are just the 4 Galilean moons. There's how many moons? Gator could probably look it up faster than I can, but there's a bunch. And those are just the prominent, very visible ones. You can practically catch those with a good set of binoculars. Definitely fun to watch them, though. I do have a cheat sheet for the where they're at and stuff. But it's because somebody else put it up for me, and otherwise, yeah, I don't know what the heck I'm looking at most of the time. I just make it sound good. Yeah, there's a lot. 95 are officially recognized. $95. Here's lots of them. Saturn, on the other hand, has 274. Right, Nicholas? Well, they're just the ones that they quote unquote recognize. So if they're wearing a mustache, they might not recognize them. Who, me? Nah. No, I was gonna have you look something up, but I just looked it up real quick. That was like, I wanted to just look at how many moons a bunch of stuff had. I am probably gonna cut you guys loose. I'm getting really tired, need a snack. And I think I need to charge the battery on that, the backup battery. In case I need to use it to charge anything else around here. I just hope we don't have any weather that gets really out of hand on Tuesday. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed for not wicked weather, guys. Not in the mood for it. It's not a good start to the season, let's put it that way. I would love to know what the heck that is. Something's crazy in here. It's probably not even mine. Anyways, so I'm going to call it a night. I'm going to go out and grab the scope. And have a quick smoke. And shut her down. Jupiter was definitely interesting tonight. I love it when the moons do that crazy stuff. The moons are definitely interesting on Jupiter. Certainly fun to look at. Definitely good to see you, Halo. Good to see you, Sweet. Good to see you, Gator. Good to see you, Nicholas. Thanks for coming in. Thank you, Susanna. Thank you, Kendall. Thank you, Scorpio Mama. Did I miss anybody in particular? I'm sure I missed somebody in that roundup. But certainly a good time. I think the scope is just about back to home base. So I'm going to go into it and shut her down. And once it gets back to its little home base point. Oh yeah, LG. I don't want to forget LG. Don't want to forget Tomcat Josh. Rattle me off the rest, if you think of them. And Ed A-Frame was here at some point. My buddy Carl might be in the bushes somewhere. Dimmy's here. Oh yeah, did I leave Dimmy out? If I left Dimmy out, I'm shameless. I'll slap myself for that. Ed was lurking. He's sleeping now. But anyway, I'm gonna go grab the scope and I'll be right back, guys. Rawr. We got it. It is so much nicer to go out there and collect the scope when it is not covered with frost, you guys. Now the sky's crunchier at night, you know, when it's really cold like that, but I don't have to scrape a bunch of frost off the telescope. So thanks so much for coming in. I appreciate you all. Tico, if I missed you, good to see you. Hope to see you soon. Hope to see myself soon. Just saying. Anyway, guys, much appreciated. Clear skies. And take care. Good night, guys.